Yeah, we're gonna go walk up that. Whoa. Hi.
Should we,
Ready? Whoa, should we keep going up? Getting higher and higher.
No, I think she's good too. I think there's.
Look at the little birdhouse. You see it?
Think about stuff like that sometimes. It's like, as a species, how much trial and error before we figure it out?
Basil sit. Okay. So for this little walk, we are at Blacklick Woods Metro Park. They have a really cool canopy built just this year. It's very cool to walk on. It's pretty high. I'm not a huge fan of heights, but it was fun to go on. I enjoyed it. If you don't know, this is a series that I'm doing for the next foreseeable future, where I am trying to get out of the house to a park or somewhere that is not inside and go for a walk, go hike, and by hike I mean like walk trails around and in Columbus, and just to like get out of the house this winter. On those walks slash hikes, I'm hoping to find inspiring things to draw or paint and then document that process. I have been doing it every week, but I have not like recorded every week, and it is not realistic for me to record and make a video about it every week. But at the very end, whenever I decide that this like is done, I will share all of the artwork that I made, probably in like one ending video. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this walk without worrying about filming, so I will see you in the studio. I am home alone. I've got some coffee. I'm gonna eat my breakfast and we're gonna make some art. I'm so excited because I can talk as loud as I want to. It doesn't matter because I'm home alone and I can just do whatever I want to do, which is really fun. You might see a side of me that is new and different because it is unreserved. All right, let's do this. That's good. All right, I'm going to take this out of here because this whole thing is a little annoying. That's much better. I just reorganized my studio a little bit, rearranged it, and I'm really liking it because everything fits in a lot better. Oh, maybe I want to do a smaller one. Actually, yeah, I want to do the smaller one. Okay. Yes, this will be better. And you know what? I'll leave it in there too. Oh, that's annoying. That's the worst. Okay, we're gonna take it out. That's nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do gouache. Jelly gouache. And get it open. Oh, dear. I can tell my son was playing with this. Well, I know that he got a hold of it the other day when I had it out. And he turned the whole thing upside down, so, or like sideways. So that's that. It's a little bit messy. I'm gonna need to go wash my hands so that I don't get everything everywhere. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take the pictures that I took off of the camera and onto my phone so I could see them. So I don't actually have that reference photo in front of me, but you know what? I'm just gonna kind of wing it because I want to make the most of my time. I do remember what some of the path walk was like, or like some of the landscape with the path. I might just do that. Kind of nervous. Why do I always get nervous when I like sit down to do this? Also, this coffee is really delicious. I'm gonna get started here. Enough of this like waiting around. Okay, so I kind of remember whenever we were walking, the path that went like we were walking on a path and it went like here and then it kind of disappeared because we walked this way. And then there is a field here and obviously trees in the background and then a little field over here and then like bigger trees here. So I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. Something like that anyways. Oh my gosh. Ew. I apologize for my squeaky chair. I still have yet to get a chair that does not squeak like that. I always have to kind of like reset when I start to use gouache again. I'm not very experienced with gouache, and so every time that I like go to use it, I have to remember how they function. They're like a mix between watercolor and acrylic paint. That's just like kind of weird to paint with, especially if you're not used to it. Also, I'm pretty sure this paper is gonna warp a little bit, but I have used this paper before with gouache and it does warp, but if I like lay it on or lay something heavy on top of it, then it should flatten down again. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a general idea of where I want things to be placed. Yeah, where everything is gonna go. Want some bigger trees up front here. Trees that are further away will be back here. Oh, I should have the sun or like the sky peeking through. I didn't think of that, but I'll definitely add the sky because the sky was really pretty that day because it was so nice. Okay, I think that is kind of like the general direction that I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start adding some like layers of colors that I want to be there. And you better believe I'm gonna add some of this pink. I don't know why, but I think the warmness of the pink, like this light pink, is so fun to add. It kind of adds like a childlike feeling because it's light and I don't know, it just feels like playful to me. It's actually become like one of my favorite colors to paint with. I always forget with gouache that you can layer the colors like you can with acrylic, even though they can also be very translucent like watercolors or opaque. I think opaque is the right word. Like you can see through them. I forgot about my breakfast that I brought over here with me. Okay, if I could ever take a class to learn how to paint something, it would be to learn how to paint trees, to make them look like illustrative in a way, but also realistic. When I paint trees, they don't seem as realistic as what I want them to be. I just don't know how to make them be what I want them to be. So if anyone has any good resources or knows like another artist or a YouTuber that paints trees, should let me know in the comments and then I can learn from them. I just get caught up in all the branches. I never know how many to add and where to add them. I should make this come down a little further so it kind of like angles down so it's not so straight across. That'll like lead your eye in a more interesting way because it's going up here and then it can kind of like come back down through here. That might have been too far. That's okay. Okay, I think I need to get the sky in the background so that the trees, I can lay the trees on top of the sky. whenever I decide to end this series that I'm doing, at least for like this winter, whenever I decide to end it, because I imagine I'll probably continue doing videos like this, but it will just be at a different time of the year. I will go through all of the paintings or drawings that I did based on these walks to inspire. I will pick out the ones that I want to list in my shop. Prints and originals of those paintings or drawings will be available at some point whenever I finish this series. I'm guessing that won't be till the spring, whenever all of them will be released, which is fun. Like, it feels like a bigger project that I'm like building up over time, which I've never done before. I could have taped this down and given it a border, which I think I would have liked the border more. I often do put a border whenever I'm doing paintings like this, but I just forgot to do it with this one. I'm adding this like mustard yellow since it's fall time. It's not fall time. Since it's winter time, the fields, like the grassy fields, are like brown. But I don't just want to add brown because I want it to feel warmer. Because it was a really pretty day this day. It was a little bit cloudy, but the sun did peek through sometimes. So I kind of wanted to have a warm, like glowy feel a little bit. There would have been a time not so long ago that I would have been way too afraid to try and paint this without a reference photo. I am just really proud of myself for pushing myself to try and be able to do this, like be able to paint and draw things without depending on a reference photo. While I have nothing against reference photos, like I use them all the time, I don't have anything wrong with them. It's just a practice that I have wanted to grow in myself, to be able to have confidence while painting without using a reference photo. So to be able to do that for this painting and not feel like really discouraged, or like it's not preventing me from doing it. And I'm really proud of myself for trying to practice that. Like, this would probably look a lot different than what it does if I had a reference photo of this scene like right in front of me. But it's really fun to like try and recreate what I remember seeing, like what scenes stuck out to me on that walk, and just like whatever is left in my brain from that time. Who knows? I might get to the end of this painting and be like not a huge fan of it, and that will also be fine if that happens, because just even like sitting down to practice and make something, even if it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to, it's still really good to do, and I enjoy it. So I'm gonna keep doing it even if it doesn't turn out like exactly how I want it to. Also, this is probably all in my head, but I think coffee tastes better whenever you can drink it in solitude. I'm gonna end it here, and then I will show you what it is at the very end. Basically, I'm just going to finish out by adding more highlights and more contrast with darker paint down the field, and lighten up some of the sky, and I'll show you at the very end. Okay, so it is, I think, well, I don't know if it's for sure all the way done, but this is where I'm ending for today. I might end up coming back and doing more in the grass and with the road. I haven't decided yet if it's like done, but for today, this is where it's at. I really like the sky. I like how that turned out a lot. That was a lot of fun. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.